Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Funta. I'm a Nigerian living and studying in Moscow, Russia. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, welcome guys. Welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you know how we do it. Welcome back to the channel. You guys can see I'm excited today. I have a guest on my channel today, and we're talking about something very interesting. A lot of people would really be interested in this topic. Are you guys ready? I have with me one of my close friends here in Russia. She's a medical doctor. She's a medical doctor. She's an English teacher. She's a writer. What else? Anyways, she's going to join us shortly to introduce herself better.
Hello guys.
Today I have, what's your name?
Thank you very much, first of all, for this honor and privilege to be on your channel. My name's Abasifet Ahoizanyulu Alonimi Oiza.
What the heck did she just introduce yourself properly, Joe? What's
Right.
your name? What do you do? And I mean, I tried introducing you, but I don't know if I got it right. So
My name is Faith. I have different names. Some people call me Miss Faith. Some people call me Doctor. Some people call me Teacher. But all in all, I am Imagodi.
praise of God.
But I'm just really happy to be on your channel. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Faith, for coming on my channel today. I hope we create magic with this video.
I hope so.
And
I just want to put it out there. I'm sorry. It's going to be a lot of problem when you're editing. You have bloopers. So I just want to put it out there that this video has been a long time coming. You didn't have to call me out. I'm already calling myself out because I know that if you are the one that called me out, I will not be able to take hold of the narrative. Let me call myself out peacefully.
so guys, started it. So this video was supposed to, we should have shot this video since June. And every other time I told Faith that we're supposed to film a video. Is it that Faith is sleeping? Or she's doing something I really do not understand?
Sometimes it's the weather. The weather. Sometimes the atmosphere. It's not me.
Anyways, welcome to my channel, Faith.
Thank you.
Today we'll be talking about friendship. Friendship, boundaries and sacrifices in friendship. We're gonna do this anyhow, Shabo. Hopefully it's gonna come out nice. But first of all, Faith, what do you understand by friendship?
Oh, wow, we're starting very deep already. All right. What do I understand by friendship? I think a friend is a partner, is a purpose a partner. I don't know if I can say that. I'm not very casual when choosing my friends. I'm very intentional about it because I believe that I'm a Christian and I believe that friendships should be purpose driven, should be kingdom driven.
The first question, how did we meet and what was your first impression about me?
Are we going to answer the question? Are we both going to answer the question?
Yeah, we're both going to answer the question.
How did we meet? Actually, we met through Busola. Busola wrote me one day, and then she was like, "Can I make hair for someone?" Make hair for someone. Busola, calm down first. I cannot make hair. She was like, "Oh, but I used to do some things." I'm like, "Wait, the one I do on myself is not a serious something. It's conditions that make the crayfish to bend." And then basically, the person that Busola was trying to arrange a hairdresser for was this young lady here. And I remember that time I was still in Bimbo's house. Bimbo is another friend of ours. And you came to make your hair in Bimbo's house. And you also used red attachments as you have on your hair right now. Our first impression was you're a very lively person, an easygoing person. So let me tell you how relaxed I was. I could pick a call that I would normally not pick in front of strangers, in front of her. And then I remember that day we weren't talking about a guy. We're talking about a guy that called me that day. It was very relaxing and it was very easy. It was very easy being in her presence and talking to her and relating with her. Yeah, that was my first impression of her.
How did I meet Faith? I think basically that was how I actually met Faith. But I think I met Faith.
Here we go again,
before
guys.
meeting Faith. And to be honest, my first impression before meeting her physically, that would be this one. That was literally my first impression. And it was because of all the things I've read. I remember I was having like a problem at the time. At one point, like I was having a problem at one point like that, and someone said, "Faith, finish red diploma," and she walked and she walked and she walked, and I'm like, "Who the hell is this Faith?" And then the first time I even met her, that was like the attitude I carried. I'm surprised that she found me relaxing because maybe if I was not having that, oh yeah, I would have been nicer. But I'd met Faith like in the audio life before meeting them in real life. Yeah, that's how we met each other.
You didn't like me.
I didn't like you before meeting. I didn't like you at first. Even that I came to make my it was not like I liked you, to be honest. I think I started liking you.
If I known you didn't like me, I would have used you come to trick your hair very well.
I think I started liking you after like after when we traveled to Sochi and then we came back. Because you wrote to me in Sochi, I was like, oh, how was I doing in camp?
Oh yeah, we're here now. We started from the bottom and now we're here.
What was our favorite memory together? I think, let me go. I think for me it was spending summer at your place, right? Because that period made us bonded. Well, I have a very funny mood, right? I can be all bubbly 1 minute and then the next minute or few days, like for the next few days, I'm giving everybody attitude. That's the kind of person I am. I think I was in Faith's house from 1st of June to September. I think during that period, it was a great time. We bonded, we laughed, we gisted. I think we played games, right?
We played games, watched movies.
Yeah, watched movies.
Oh my God, we watched movies.
Yeah, it was an exciting time for us. What was our best memory of you?
I don't think it's one memory. I think it's just like different memories that but of course it has to be, a lot of it will be during the summer. A lot of it.
Because we even started cooking business together.
Yes. It's a lot. I cannot pinpoint and say, oh, it was this particular time when we did this.
And I also think because
I also love our bands. I really love our bands.
I think that if you come in between Faith and I, we'll be talking loudly, but I promise you, we'll still sell you.
As in, you wouldn't understand.
One bit. We'll sell you. We'll sell everybody that conversation. Because I think we are able to relate to different things on the same level, and it's just an exciting thing to watch. I did not used to be a fan of female friendship.
I made you a fan. Say it to the end.
No, it's not you.
I'm one of the people you can still say, give me my...
Yeah.
You don't like... Let me bring up this story again. She don't like to give me my flowers. Please, Amy, tell her, give me my flowers. It's okay.
So I think that's we're talking about sacrifices and boundaries in friendship, right? And I think the first question I would ask you is about sacrifice. What do you believe that sacrifices made for friends influence or strengthen friendship?
No, I think in every friendship, right, there must be sacrifices. Not even friendship, in any relationship that you're getting yourself into, there would definitely be some sacrifices made in that relationship. A compromise is a sacrifice because it's not something that you would usually do. Sacrifice is not something that you usually do. It's something that you're depriving yourself of the thing that you normally do or the things that you don't normally do to please another person. Compromise is a sacrifice. And I feel that whether you like it or not, whether you agree or not, a friend making a sacrifice for you, especially times where it's really necessary, has a way of strengthening and building stronger bonds between friendship. It creates a deeper connection. It creates connection on another level. It takes that relationship to another level. I'm just thinking right now of so many dynamics of all my different friends and how we have grown to where we are right now, irrespective of maybe we've been friends for 5 years or we've been friends for less than a year. And it's because of those little sacrifices, because of the times that maybe I couldn't help myself and this friend just came through for me. And it always doesn't have to be money. It always doesn't have to be finances. It can be you were there to just listen to me cry and that's it. Or you were there to just hold my hand and make me know that I'm going through this alone, of course, but I feel that I'm not alone. I feel that someone else is going through it with me. It's almost like we are in this together, even though in the real sense of it, I'm the only one in it, right? Those kind of things, it makes people appreciate friendships better. And then another thing I would like to say is that now from the side of me making sacrifices for my friends, and this is my mindset, when I make sacrifices for my friends, I don't expect anything in return.
Right.
Because I used to do it before, that if I give you 1 naira, I'm expecting that when I need 1 naira, you will give me 1 naira, right? And then it created more damage, and it made my it made my love for my friends conditional. Of course, I'm not saying that I have unconditional love, but I try as much as possible to love my friends just because I love them, not because of what I can get from them. Of course, in every relationship, there is something, and in every friendship, you must get something from the other person. But I'm not saying because I can get 20 naira from you, that's why I'm here. Because there might be some days that you might not be able to give that 20 naira. So what am I still doing? I'm still in that friendship. Do you understand?
Right.
And like I said at the beginning, friendship, for me, it supersedes just what I can get from you. Because what I'm saying is, or what I said at the beginning, you're a partner for this season. You're a kingdom partner for this season.
Right.
I should be able to call you and we should be able to pray together. And that prayer is also a form of sacrifice. I should be able to call you and we laugh together. That laughter that you're giving me, that joy that you're extending, it's also a form of sacrifice. Just this little thing. And honestly, I think it goes a long way in friendships.
I'm not so big on whether you do whatever I did for you. I'm not so big on you doing it back. But I think that in friendship, you should also take responsibilities. Even if I don't expect you to do whatever I did to you back, I think you should take responsibilities. If you did the first, if you did the second, if you did the third, I'll cut you down.
Nobody is above
Blocking.
Just this summer, there was one prayer that I was praying to God. God, help me to be there for my friends when they need me. Like, help me to pray when they need me to pray. Help me to check up on them because you never can know how these things change the trajectory of people's. So it's just I 100% agree. People need to be responsible in friendships, and like she said, nobody is above what?
Blocking.
That's on.
Period. Has there been any time in your friendship with your friends that you found out that sacrificing was challenging?
A lot of times. If it's not challenging, it's not a sacrifice now.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
For me, sometimes
time.
Yeah, I think for me, a sacrifice that is challenging is when you really, really want to do something for your friends, but you cannot afford to do it for them. But so for instance, I need 1,000 rubles. You have 1,000 rubles, right? You have food to eat for the next 2-3 weeks. I don't have food to eat for the next 2 to 3 weeks, right? But you have that 1,000.
Oh,
it's not convenient for you because that's your last money. If you give me, then we end up being like on the same.
We don't have money, but we have food.
We have food. So cannot eat. Yeah, I think that kind of sacrifice is very challenging because you won't have the money again.
Sure.
Yeah, I think.
So why I was saying that every time becomes easy, it's most likely not a sacrifice, in the sense that it doesn't have to be very hard. A slight inconvenience is not easy because I would rather not do it, but I'm doing it. But there is also something that, especially in friendships, even especially helping people, when you sacrifice for someone, there is that joy that you get that even though no one appreciates you, even though when you're appreciated, it's better. Like when you do something for someone and you see it being successful. For example, you want a jacket and you didn't have a jacket, but I know that me buying a jacket for you is sacrificial for me because I actually don't have the money. And I buy it for you and I see that the jacket looks good on you. I'm like, now that's my friend.
Right.
Now that's my friend. Yes.
So I think again, another sacrifice was spending like a whole lot of money trying to get myself fine, because I'd already spent like 10,000 rubles already trying to buy drugs and all of that, and I was already broke because I was not working and I spent all my money on buying drugs. And Faith didn't have money, right? And Faith said, let's walk down to the clinic down the street. I'm going to get you drugs. And the plan was to return the money to Faith. And Faith said, don't worry, I'm just going to buy it for you. That's a sacrifice.
Oh,
because she didn't have the money. It wasn't like she had excess money. Because Faith that I know plans for her money. 1 ruble like this. 1 kopek. Faith plans for her money. So for her to remove the amount of money from her pocket, it was a sacrifice. There are some times that sacrificing can be challenging, but then that's the point of sacrifice. I think now we'll move to the boundaries in friendship. Or boundaries. What are some boundaries you believe are important in maintaining healthy and respectful friendship?
I think the first one is religion. It's about religion. So I think the first one would have to be under the umbrella of religion. First of all, for myself, when setting boundaries, I talk to a lot of people. I can be very close to a lot of people, but there are some core values that we need to have, and we need to hold dear. I don't know how to say this. I really hope the Holy Spirit helps me communicate what I want to say well. And the first thing under the umbrella of religion is, yes, we are all Christians, or me and my friends, we're all Christians, but there are some things that are okay with some Christians that, for me, it's not okay.
Right.
And for me, it's a very strict, like, we are not crossing this line, honey. We're not
We're crossing this line, honey.
we're not doing it.
Honey.
Not today, not ever.
Honey.
Baby,
Honey.
come back. As a honey.
Become like if you're like an outsider, not like an outsider, but like if you are not in our circle of friendship, and then you come and you're not gonna start saying something, we're gonna change the topic.
As in,
we're gonna change the topic, because for us, I think one thing that helps us set healthy boundaries is also because we have the same belief. We are under the same spiritual parent.
So for boundaries, I think that it depends on the relationship, because there are some boundaries that I set for some friendships that I don't set for others, and that's because of the dynamic of the relationship with that person.
I think so. God bless you. Like thing is, you come to tell someone that, oh, you are thin or you are fat, I think it's rude. If you're not close to me, it is a rude statement to say.
RT, retweet.
Right. Faith can tell me, oh, Funta, you're not fat. And we'll bant about it, we'll laugh about it, and I'll tell her, since I'm fat, bring money, let's go and register in gym. We can cruise and bant about it. If my family comes to tell me that I'm fat, it now depends on who you are as a family member. Some family member can tell me that I'm fat, I will just laugh and cruise about it. But some people will tell me and I'm going to block them.
Shit. One shiny blocking.
So I think we should also respect boundaries, and it also comes to define the relationship you have with people. And that's I think the last one I'll be asking is, has there been a moment where you think that in our friendship, or like in your friendship with other people, you need to reevaluate the boundaries you guys have set for each other? Has there ever been a time?
Oh yes, there have. But you think that not so many times, because first of all, before you even reach the position of me saying you're a friend, I have evaluated your character. I have seen that, and I'm so grateful because God just knows how to put people in my life for different seasons. And honestly, God sees my heart. It's something that I am eternally grateful to Him for. Every season in my life, I have always had like the right people
absolutely
beside me. Always.
Sorry to cut you. Do you know what you just said? I don't know what it reminded me of. It reminded me of the prophecy my pastor, like I call him Dad, right? What Pastor K said to me when I was leaving Nigeria. PK, because I got admission to Nottingham Trent University in the UK, and I was telling PK that I'll just go to the UK, right? And PK was like, in this season of your life, right? God has planted people in Russia. And he specifically said, as you're going now, it's just one person that God has planted. But as time goes on, God will plant more people. And I think my life, if you know me very well, I think my life has literally been a testimony of God planting people in the city for me. Because, bro,
it's just that God has been very intentional about, and I remember and I'm saying this because I know that I played a part in that, and the part I played is that I prayed. I told God that any friend that is not for me, please help me and take this friend, because I don't know how to successfully cut a relationship and say, get out of my life.
You know what? Someone told me that I was being dramatic when I told them that in 2021, I only prayed for one thing. And guess what I prayed for?
Friends.
I said, God, I've suffered enough over the years, over the past 5, because I have PTSD of friendship from uni. You know, when people come and start lying against you and then people don't trust, people don't. And I literally said, God, I've gone through a lot with friendship. In this 2021, send people, friends that I will call family members my way. And that was literally what happened in 2021. And that has been the best. See, the friends I made in 2021, we're like this right now. Like, we are best friends. I'm very particular about using the term best friends. But we're like this. We pray together. We cry together. Even, summary is, you don't know the importance of praying for good friends until you see when.
God has really helped me to plant great people, on purpose partners, kingdom partners in my life for every season that I need them. The reevaluation of friendship and boundaries, it's not that I'm reevaluating that, okay, maybe we should end. Because I've noticed that once that person's work is done in my life, we're not as close as before again. It's not that we don't talk, but we're not just as close as before anymore. And it just happens very organically. I haven't had to say, oh, maybe I should. It's just, I remember just very few times, maybe one or twice, I've had to say, I have to consciously stop talking to this person. And then it was at a point when it wanted to look like this person was chasing me, want to choke me. I went into the spiritual
realm.
I say, oh Lord God, break by fire. Break by fire.
Break.
That is
break
it.
This chain.
That is it. But aside that, and then to reevaluate boundaries, I think that just comes naturally for me, because number one, I like to believe that I'm not insensitive. I'm very sensitive to my friends' feelings, my friends' way my friends communicate whatever it is they want to communicate, their dissatisfactions and all that. And that helps me to set boundaries in relationships. So there is something that I might say to friend A that I would not say to friend B.
I think with what we've shared, I think the basis of this whole friendship, boundaries and sacrifice is in choosing friends, in making friends, in building a long-time relationship with people. You need God.
That's it.
You need God. You need to share the same value with people that you want to be friends with. You need to, because if you don't share the same values, if God is not at the center of that friendship, then what are you guys doing? And that brings us to the end of today's video. And if you found this video interesting, enlightening, please do not forget to share. And don't forget to subscribe. You see that red subscribe bar on the right hand side?
You have to be doing like this. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere here.
Yeah, please do not forget to subscribe and turn on your post notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Until next time, remain your girl. Do you have a sign out? What do you want to say to my?
Well, I want to say thank you very much for having me on the channel. It was nice. First of all, I'm sorry for postponing this video for months. I'm sorry, but we're doing it now, and then it's better now than never, right?
Right. And to be honest, I don't think it's a perfect timing.
Yes, it is.
It is a perfect timing.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, I'm grateful for this conversation. And just to wrap up, like you said, you need God in your friendships. If your friendship wants to choke you, leave the friendship, especially when
dust your slippers.
Yeah, especially when it's not of God. And be very intentional with your friendships, and be responsible. Be a responsible friend. That's it.
And that's it on today's video. Bye, guys.
Bye.